All right, so former Texas A&M quarterback Tyler Weigman has hit the transfer portal. One of the many names in the last 24, 48 hours that has hit the portal. He was expected to go in, and this comes after a season where he is benched multiple games in. So he comes in with 2 years of eligibility remaining, and when talking to Sports Illustrated, he would say, quote, no regrets, unquote, end quote, and that, quote, I feel like my best football is ahead of me, unquote. So he's looking to move elsewhere after losing the job to MArcel Reed midway into the season, a couple after the injury in week 2, and then coming back and playing some ball. He would be replaced against LSU in a multi-interception performance. So when Weigman came into A&M, he was a 5-star prospect out of Texas. He picked A&M over Arkansas, Baylor, Florida, Oklahoma, and Texas. So a couple local schools he decided to pick A&M over. He planned to play baseball at shortstop too and play a dual sport athlete like he did in high school. He would end up deciding not to after he came to A&M. And in his first season, he would see 5 games, 73 completions to 132 attempts for a 55.3% completion percentage, 896 yards, and 8 TDs to 0 picks. So he'd have a nice couple game season this first season. The second season would come in and get redshirted, and one of these games is a bowl game. So whoever was starting at A&M that year would have sat the bowl game to go to the draft. He'd play in 4 games, go 82 for 119 for 68.5% completion percentage, 8 touchdowns again, but this time to 2 interceptions, and having 979 passing yards. So an uptick in yards on less attempts with more completions over less games. So there was an efficiency uptick from Weigman. And this would come with less rushing attempts for less rushing yards, from 22 to 23, getting 27 attempts for 97 yards, down to 12 attempts for 63 yards, but he would get his only 2 rushing touchdowns of his career. And then coming into 2024, he would see him start 6 games, complete 64 of 114 for 56.1%, 3 TDs to 5 picks, his worst ratio of his career, and 819 yards, his worst yard mark in his career with the most games he's ever played. His quarterback rating would also be the worst of his 3 years at a 116.4 as compared to his best season before at a 156.8. Now, he leaves after Reed has pretty much taken over the starting spot, and there's multiple QB needy teams that could get him. I didn't see if anyone was really floated as rumored places for him to land or if there was any interest yet. But with those 2 years of eligibility remaining, he's going to go somewhere that's going to have a somewhat consistent starter as long as he can stay healthy for 2 years.